Now, you seem to be very much of a family man. You have a big clan?
Uh, well, I have 3 children, and, well, I have 3 grandchildren. I'm the last of the Huttons. They're all dead, I guess.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Well, okay. How long have you been married?
Oh, boy. 50, let's see, 1953, 52. I guess 53 years.
53 years, eh?
Yeah.
Now, you did some recording sessions with your kids where you had brought them into the studio. I don't know if it was for, it looked like they were doing some radio bits for you. These recordings were approximately 1953 and 1960. Do you recall much about those sessions with the kids?
Yeah. But I took the equipment home. This is my son. And this is the reel-to-reel tapes like I would take home to record.
Okay.
And the odd Christmas we did it from home by recording all the music and the commercials, and then what's this?
Well, what year did you retire from radio?
75.
What was your decision to do that?
Well, there was a great BC Lions football player, Primo Newenweaver. He said, if you want to become famous, retire. He says, because after I quit football, then people said, boy, you could carry the ball. Oh, boy, you were great. You were the greatest. But he said, when I was working, you know. So anyway, I planned on it, and I thought, well, quit while you're winning. I've often had people tell me, you know, always leave them wanting more. Never give it all and say, well, that's it, I gotta go. Leave them saying, God, I wish he'd continue. So I decided to, 55, I qualified for my full pension, and I may as well take it, because if I only live 10 years, at least I've got 55 to 65. While quitting at 55, you lose 3/4 of your pension. And then I bought another thing. It says they'll give my wife 10 years after I've gone of the pension. That would cut the pension again in 1/4. So I got my age, and I got worrying about Verna, so I phoned the insurance company, and they said, oh, that's 10 years after you retire, it's guaranteed. So who's going to die between 55 and 65? That's why I got out.
Yeah.
Now, if I thought it was after I was 85, it would go for 10 years. But she's, oh yeah, salesmen tell you that, but there's nothing, doesn't mean anything.
Now, after you left NW, did you go into semi-retirement? I understand you hosted a puppet show on CHAN TV called Planet Pals. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get into that?
I don't know. I think somebody asked me to do it.
Now, Chan TV, was that? I can always just remember the BCTV building there that was on Lougheed Highway.
Lougheed, yeah.
Yeah. Where was Chan? Where were they located?
On the Lougheed Highway.
Was it the same complex?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't Chan broadcast to Victoria, or they split it up that way. That's the way I remember it, anyways.
Well, there was a station in Victoria which was a sister to Chan.
Okay.
So we were doing the Planet Pals, and we got a chance to sell it around, but it was kind of new in television, and apparently most of the local stations like Kamloops and Victoria, they were still using 9mm film, and we were doing it on tape disc, or
videotape.
Well, no. Reel to reel, I guess.
Okay.
And
yeah.
they couldn't play it, so we couldn't sell it.
So it was too advanced for the time then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised they were using 8mm back then for their
I
broadcast.
don't know what they were using.
Okay.
Just the switchers dropped out. You can't get started.
Okay.
You've ever heard of the Rhythm Pals?
Yes, I have. Wasn't that Tommy Hunter's?
No, no. That was a West Coast group, but Mike Furby, Jack Jensen, Mark Wald, and Jack Jensen, and Mike Furby. Now,
So what was your association with the Rhythm Pals?
I used to go out and do shows with them. Like I was the announcer, and we'd go to a Legion Hall, 20 miles away, and the Rhythm Pals would put on a program, and I'd introduce them. And
That name sounds really familiar. Again, it's a little bit early for mine, but
Yeah.
I know of the Rhythm Pals.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were there's a picture there of you?
not with the Rhythm Pals, but they're with a group here,
Okay.
Sons of the Pioneers. And
So some of your broadcasts were you were involved in broadcasting live music, or live music to tape, or you would just show up as to announce the band.
just to announce the band and have some few funnies we'd throw in and
Okay.
whatnot. But Mike Furby played the bull fiddle, and then Mark Wall played the accordion, and Jack Jensen the guitar. So that's live music.
Now, yeah, this is a picture I thought was very interesting. Is you? Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Well, one of the reasons that made me switch stations to NW was I asked Tiny Elphick at WX if I could host a tour group to go to Hawaii. And he said, we've got a deal with CP that if we want free tickets to Hawaii, we buy them. And if they want free airtime, they buy it. So NW said, Bill Ray said, you can do whatever you like. So I organized a tour group of 30 people. We flew all to Hawaii, and on the way home, the radio station sent a car to meet me at the airport and made a big thing of it. So that was my wife and my baby daughter meeting us there.
Okay, he's the top dog. Who's that in reference? Is that to Bob?
That's all of us.
All of us. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
With Top Dog